Hello, movie nerds, and welcome back to Cinematic Sarcastic, the podcast that talks all things movies and television. I'm Natalie, and I'm your host. On today's episode, I thought we might send Johnny Depp some love. He is still in ongoing court shenanigans with Lady Voldemort. I feel like they are never ending. So I figured it didn't hurt to send a little bit of energy, positive vibes his way, and talk about my favorite Johnny Depp film. So I know the idea of picking a favorite Johnny Depp movie is a bit like picking a favorite child. It's frowned upon. You shouldn't do it. But we're gonna. So I know he's played a lot of really iconic characters, from Edward Scissorhands to Captain Jack Sparrow. I do coincidentally have a cardboard standee of Captain Jack Sparrow in my house. That is how much I love Jack Sparrow. But the Pirates movies are not my favorite Johnny Depp film. It will be a surprise to no one that my favorite Johnny Depp film is an earlier one that got basically no views, no watches. I think it's got a 3 out of 5 on the IMDb review page, and that would be the movie Cry Baby. It came out in 1990. It is a musical comedy. It stars a lot of really great, eclectic actors and actresses. Johnny Depp plays the lead, Wade Walker. Ricki Lake is also in it. She used to have a talk show back in the day, if anyone remembers that. Willem Dafoe is in this, Iggy Pop, Tracy Lords. Tracy Lords, by the way, if we can just swerve for a minute, has Betty Bangs in this, and she looks absolutely stunning. And if anyone is not familiar with Tracy Lords, I highly recommend checking out her biography. She has had an incredible and very heartbreaking way through Hollywood, but her story is outstanding, and definitely recommend checking out her book if you can. The whole movie, though, I'm not sure if it was meant to be a parody of Grease at the time, but there are a lot of very similar themes throughout both movies. In Cry Baby, you have the drapes and the squares, which are very similar to the greasers in Grease, and Johnny Depp is the lead character of the drapes, so basically the juvenile delinquents or the poor kids on the wrong side of town, and he falls in love with Allison, who is a square, a prim and proper girl. They both sing. There are both singing competitions that happen in this movie, and so he goes to kind of kidnap her from hers and take her back and teach her to be a drape and to sing with him. It's just silly. It's fun. It reminds me a lot of a very early Val Kilmer movie called Top Secret, where he was kind of an Elvis type character, I want to say. They're really just classic, fun, entertaining movies. They're not going to be anything that you have to be glued to the television screen in order to understand what's going on. You can get up and get snacks. It's still going to be just as enjoyable. The soundtrack in this also is one of my favorites. The music, obviously, because the film is more of a 1950s style, a lot of the music is a cappella or of that earlier feel, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. I think the songs get stuck in your head super easy. You find yourself singing along. It's just a great, fun time as a movie goes. So have you seen Cry Baby? Please check it out if you haven't. I would highly recommend. Subscribe if you want to join the movie nerd family, and I hope to see you in the next episode.